I'm Bart Michael Phillips, and welcome back for video 4 in our series on the anti-secret, why the law of attraction does not work. Today we're going to cover block obstacle number 4, which is the lack of clarity. And it's interesting, this is among these 7 obstacles and problems with the secret law of attraction. This is the one that is actually present in some law of attraction teachings. But I want to go through this because it's a huge issue. And if you lack clarity, you're going to have a heck of a time getting good results. What does that mean? Well, the problem with most of the things we think we want is we're not clear enough in our mind about exactly what we'd like to experience, what we'd like to have. Most people just have a vague intention of how they want their life to be. That isn't going to cut it, right? You must have a very specific plan. Let me give you a simple example. When I first got into cryptocurrency during the 2017 boom, I bought a bunch of cryptocurrencies that my friends recommended, and I kind of hold on to them for a while with a vague intention to sell them when I'm rich, right? That was a disaster. There's a lot of reasons for that, but the one I want to highlight is I had no clear plan. I just put a bunch of money, bought a bunch of coins, and just hoped they go up, with, again, nothing more than a vague intention of, oh, I'll sell it when I'm rich. Disaster, right? Any intelligent, experienced investor will tell you, when you buy something, you also need a selling strategy. And it's even better if you can connect it to a real goal in your life, right? So maybe you buy a bunch of Bitcoin at price X. It will help you a lot to have an exit strategy where you say, hey, when this gets to price Y, I'm going to sell 20% of it and take the profits and go buy a car or go to Hawaii or go do a training or whatever your goal is, right? And this is critical because having that clear plan gives the universe what it needs to support you, to bring you to your goal. Because this is what happens. Most of us have a vague sense of what we want in life, right? We all want to be healthier. A lot of us want to lose weight, right? We want to be happier. We want to have more money. We want to feel more loved. And that's great, right? But for most of it, it's nothing more than this vague plan. And as we go around all day having all these thoughts, all these experiences, what we're actually doing is sending the universe mixed signals. So for example, let's say that you go to a law of attraction program and you jump around on the stage and high-five your friends and make a vision board. That's great, right? I'm not criticizing that. So you're sending a positive signal to the universe saying, hey, universe, send me more money, right? And that's great. Then you go home and you get some bad news. Your boyfriend, girlfriend breaks up with you. Your cat is sick or whatever it may be, right? And then you go into a spiral. Oh, my life sucks. Oh, things are never going to change. Oh, there's nothing but pain, or whatever your drama is, right? Here's the trouble. We're sending so many mixed signals to the universe with so much vagueness, with such a lack of clarity and consistency, the universe can't respond. It doesn't know what to give us, right? Because one second we're saying we want money, and the next second we're beating ourselves up feeling like a loser. And the universe is like, what do you want me to do, right? For most of us, our relationship with the universe is kind of like this. Imagine you go to a restaurant and the waiter comes up and says, oh, may I take your order? And you're like looking at the menu, you go, yeah, I'll have the cheeseburger. And the waiter's like, great, cheeseburger, how would you like that? And you're like, medium. Okay, great, would you like fries? You want an iced tea, whatever, right? Then just as the waiter is walking away, you go, wait a second, I changed my mind. I want a Cobb salad. The waiter's like, okay, no problem. Cross off the hamburger, Cobb salad, right? What kind of dressing? What would you like to drink, et cetera, right? All right, so the waiter starts to walk away, and you're like, wait a second, no. Let me have the patty melt. And the waiter's like, all right, crosses off the Cobb salad, patty melt, how would you like it cooked? What size? Would you like a drink? The whole thing, right? And then waiter takes your order, walks to the kitchen, and you're like, wait a second, excuse me, waiter, no, I've changed my mind again. I'll have the personal pizza. So you see the point, right? What's the waiter going to do? Waiter's just going to start ignoring you, right? You're changing your mind every 30 seconds. The waiter cannot put your order into the kitchen until you are clear on what you'd like to order, right? If you keep changing your order every 30 seconds, you're going to starve to death before he brings you any food. And It's nothing personal, that's just how it works, right? And that's exactly how we treat the universe. You're constantly telling the universe these contradictory things. I want this. No, I don't deserve it. Right? I want more money. No, I'm a loser. I can't have money. I want more love. No, I'm a failure. No one wants to date me. Whatever your drama is, right? We have thousands, tens of thousands of thoughts every day. And we're sending the universe all over the place, right? Half your thoughts are telling the universe to send you money, and half your thoughts are telling the universe that you should be poor. And the universe is like the waiter. The universe goes, hey, buddy, make up your mind, right? Whenever you decide what you want, let me know. Place your order, and I'd be happy to put it in with the kitchen and bring it to you, right? But most of us can't do that. Most of us have this vague idea of what we want, and we're sending all these mixed signals. So that's number one, is the mixed signals, right? Number two part of getting clarity and how we get past it is this. You gotta get specific. You have to be clear on what you think you want and send a consistent signal to the universe, and you'll be more likely to get what you were looking for, right? One of the troubles is we tend to get stuck in abstraction. The problem with that is you can never manifest anything abstract. You can only manifest and experience specific, concrete things. What do I mean by that, right? I work with a lot of people who want to make more money, which is great, right? Who doesn't want to make more money? And I will ask them, why do you want all this money? What would you do with it? One of the most common answers I get is, oh, I'd like to travel more. Okay, that's great. The problem is that's way too vague, right? The universe can't work with that. What does it mean to travel? Well, 8 times a day you travel from your office, your living room, your whatever, to the bathroom, right? How many times a day you walk out to the garage and get in your car? So you're constantly traveling. What does it mean to travel more? It means nothing, right? This is my point. It's too abstract. And so when I work with my clients, I have to drill them down to get more specific. I'll say, well, where would you like to travel? And they'll say, oh, okay, maybe I'd like to go on a cruise. Okay, great, right? Now we're getting closer. Where would you like to go on the cruise? Oh, I don't know. I'd always wanted to go to Italy. Great. That's something you might actually manifest, right? Because travel more means nothing. It could mean anything or nothing, right? Focusing on manifesting travel more is going to do nothing for you. But focusing on, I'd like to go on a cruise to Italy, that is real. That's something that can actually happen. Another very common thing, I'll work with clients and they'll say, I'd like to say, what would you like to have in your life? They go, oh, I want my business to be more successful. Okay, great, right? That's awesome. Who wouldn't? I get it. I want my business to be more successful, right? That's a great goal. The trouble is it's too abstract. What does it mean for your business to be more successful? It means nothing. It means nothing at all. It's simply a judgment. So you got to get specific, right? What are your goals in terms of revenues, in terms of profits? How many clients would you like to work with? How many units would you like to sell? How would you like to be advertising? We got to get into the specifics. Why? The universe can't work with an abstraction. It doesn't know what to do, right? It'd be like, to use the restaurant example, you go to the restaurant, you look at the menu, and you tell the waiter, okay, buddy, bring me something that I will like. And the waiter's like, what do I do with that, right? I don't know you. The waiter has no idea what you would like. He has no idea what to order. So you have to be specific. So instead, you might go, hey, waiter, I really like this dish at this other restaurant. Do you have anything like that? That gives them something to work with, right? Then the universe can actually respond to you and bring you what you're looking for. So what do we do about this? I'm going to give you some action steps how to get past this lack of clarity. But before we get to the action steps, I want to hit pause for a second. Please go click like. Please go click subscribe. If you want to see more videos, I don't think you want to miss out. Awesome, awesome. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you visit my website. You should see the URL below down in the description. Check it out, awakeningdynamics.com. Make sure you try the Spiritual Power Quiz. You might also want to sign up for my mailing list. I give away a lot of great freebies, news announcements, natural health, stuff like that. And you can also register for my free Heal-a-thon webinar. I'd love to work with you live. so you can experience some of these technologies of advanced consciousness for yourself, to see that this isn't just a bunch of talk and hype. This is real. This really works. It's different, and it can deliver you to where you really want to be in life. Awesome. So thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for visiting my website. And as a reward, here's a really cool picture of outer space. Awesome. So let's talk about action steps. How do we get past this lack of clarity? Well, I would recommend that you need to do some kind of manifesting process. And this, again, is one where some law of attraction teachings get it right. Two of my favorites, which I have available through my advanced trainings, is my first teacher, Terry O'Connell. She has a great process for making a contract with the universe. It's amazing for building a business, for developing a family, developing a social life, social media presence, whatever you want. Really powerful process. Another really good one is from my mentor, Carl. He created a life map where you literally map out all the things you want to experience for the rest of your life before you die. If you use the life map or the contract, I think you'll be amazed at how it works, right? What I would do is this: go through it and put it away for at least 6 months and mark on your calendar to check it out, right? So make it, do it tomorrow, next week, put it on your calendar for 6 months, and then pull it out. I think you will be amazed at how much you've created, especially if you go through this whole series and work the other pieces too, right? Clear the subconscious blocks, get past your attachment, get past linear thinking, theta brainwaves, law of exchange, embodiment. You do them all, it's pretty much a guarantee you'll have great success. Now, the contract with the universe is only available through my advanced manifesting program, but the life map you can actually get on a publicly available program called the Formula for Wealth. So I'll throw a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'll give you a big discount. That's just one of the great things in the program. So use some kind of process or program, make a vision board, and get specific about what it is you really want. That's a great way to get started moving past it. And it is important that you write it down. I would encourage you, get a pen and write it out longhand. Why? There is real power in writing it out. There is. I know it sounds quaint. You've heard this a million times in The Secret, Law of Attraction. That part is true. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians believed that anything you wrote out must become true? No joke, right? There is real power, so get a pen, get some paper, write it out, get yourself unstuck. So that's one big step forward. A second big step forward is to allow yourself to get beyond the incremental limitations of your mind. What does that mean? Well, here's the thing. If I ask you, what do you want to have in your life? What most people will give you is a set of incremental improvements on what they're experiencing right now, right? I'd like to work at home more. I'd like to work fewer hours. I'd like to make more money, right? I'd like to lose a little bit of weight or add muscle, right? I'd like to meet someone or get along better with my spouse or be a better parent or whatever you're looking for, right? Notice those are all incremental things. I'd like to work 20% less and make 20% more money. Great, that's easy. That's a great place to start with your clarity, but don't stop there. Are you able to step back and clean the slate? Are you able to step back and say, if money, time, etc. was no object, how would you like your life to be? What would you like to do every day? What would be your career? Where would you work? How much would you work? Who would you work with? How much would you be paid? How do you want to spend your free time? Where do you want to live? What kind of car do you want to drive? That is what I'm talking about. That's hard. It's much harder for us to step back with a blank slate and say, if I could create my life in the way I desire, what would it be? You do that, that gives you the clarity. That gives you the specificity to actually get results. As one of the great lessons I learned from my late mentor was this: if you want to get somewhere in life, there's just two things you need before you can get started. One, you must know exactly where you're at right now. Two, you must know exactly where you want to go. Once you have that, then you go make a plan of action to get there. The trouble is, most of us don't know exactly where we're at. We don't really know ourselves. And two, we don't know exactly where we want to go. This video is designed to help you with that. Understand where you're at, decide where you want to be, and make the best plan you can and take action to get there. If you do that, along with the other things we're talking about in this series, right? Clear your subconscious blocks, release your attachment, let go of linear thinking, find the exchange, embody the truth, use the theta state, I think you're going to have to buckle your seatbelt, because you're going to be in on a rocket ride to success. I think you'll be amazed at the things you can create and the really wonderful life that's waiting for you. All you need to do is engage and put it into action. It's not a question of whether or not you can achieve your goals. The only question is, will you give up before you get there? I know you can do it. Everybody can. You just got to follow the instructions and do it step by step. So make sure you go through this video again, share it with your friends, watch the others in the series, come to my webinars, learn the tools, and put this to use. I don't just want to sit here and talk to talk. I want you to listen and apply this in your life and see the amazing results. Don't believe any of this just because I'm saying it. Believe it because you use it and it creates real results and it takes you places in life. And ask yourself, is this your missing piece? Is this lack of clarity the one thing that might be holding you back? If so, now you have your solution. That's all I got to say for today. I am Brent Michael Phillips signing off, and I hope to see you again very soon for more YouTube videos, maybe on my website or one of my live events, or webinars, or group trainings. Until then, please take care and namaste.